Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to look at Stellar or XLM, which is a cryptocurrency. We're going to look at Polkadot, which I assume most of you would know is a cryptocurrency. And we're also going to look at Netflix, right? These are the three that I saw today as potential, or basically giving me the right indicator showing me or proving my theory, right? So I wanted to bring that out to you guys. So let me dive right in. So on the stellar, as you can see here, there's a clear cup and handle formation, right? So let me back off. So if for people who doesn't know what that means is it's a candlestick pattern, right? So as you can see clearly, I've drawn here a cup, right? And then there's the handle, right? So when this plays out, which generally means it's a trend reversal, right? A lot of these patterns, like candlestick patterns, we look at it to understand if there's going to be a trend or a momentum reversal, right? So this is clearly panning out or playing out the way it should. Obviously, there is a resistance here. If this breaks out of this resistance, right, as long as it's within this channel, right, I have this channel I've drawn to here, as long as it breaks out of this resistance and stay within this channel, that's giving me more, uh, it's basically telling me, yes, we're still, like playing out the way it should from a cup and handle pattern standpoint, and that means at some point here, guys, we're gonna see a trend reversal, right? Obviously, there's gonna be other macroeconomics playing into this, right? There's gonna be this Bitcoin ETF or the cryptocurrency ETF that BlackRock has submitted. That approval would be a big bullish momentum creator, right? And also next year, I think it's April of next year is the Bitcoin halving. As you know, Bitcoin halves every 4 years, which means the restrictions within the supply base, right? Obviously, less supply, more demand, price goes up. That's what we see on a 4 year cycle. So if this plays out well, then, and if the macroeconomics, like I said, the ETF and the Bitcoin having, as everything comes together, in my mind, I'm putting myself a price target of $12, right? Right now, this is trading at about 12 cents. Just think about it. It's at 12 cents, potentially at the next cycle it's gonna be at $12, right? I mean, when I say $12, it's somewhere around there, right? It's gonna pan out if everything goes well. And as always, these are speculations. You know how, not consistent crypto is from a prediction standpoint. It's very volatile, right? Let's be honest. But if we do the analysis right, I think, we're basically giving us more confidence to go into this, right? So this is the area where I'm looking for like an entry point, right? Somewhere around the 10 cents line. So I would keep an alert so that way you don't miss out on this opportunity and obviously hold it. It's not a quick, money making scheme, right? You cannot expect this to be at $12 within a week or a month, right? This is a very long term holding recommendation, right? But just think about a potential. I think you guys should watch for this. I think there's great potential here. All right, so that's it for Stellar. Let's move on to Polkadot. So with Polkadot, what I saw today was, there's this clear resistance, right? And this chart right here goes all the way back to 2020, right? So it's not a local chart, and this is a 4-day time frame chart, which means each candle that you see here is 4 days, right? And as you can see, there's a clear support band, and we are right at that support, right? And as you can see here, there's also this candlestick pattern forming, or which has already formed, in fact, which is the falling wedge, right? So there's this resistance, and as you can see, this is a falling wedge. And you generally, a falling wedge pattern means a trend reversal, which means this is going to break out and go higher in value or price. So it has already panned out a lot, right? This is our first breakout. We have another breakout because we had another resistance line here, right? So we are right at the support level, and if all the different indicators is showing is that it's going to be a trend reversal, I think this is a great entry point, right? Again, it's speculations, I wouldn't say you should go all in here, but I think this is a great entry point, guys. So watch out for that. And this is another indicator, right? I was looking at the RSI. There was a clear resistance line. We broke out of it, and now that resistance line is our support line, right? Because we are bouncing off of it, right? So that's another indicator supporting our case for going long on it, right? When I say going long, is expecting the price to go up in value, right? So yeah, that's all I had from a trading uh, view standpoint, right, on the Polkadot. But yeah, I mean, we're at $4.5 right now. We're right at where we were in October 2020, and that's right after that. You can see already how the bulls came in and took that rally. So if that ETF and the halving happens, that's it, guys. I think there's going to be a lot more potential with Polkadot and Stellar, like I explained before, a lot more than you would expect Bitcoin, right? Because obviously there's more risk with these coins, but the reward would pay for itself. So watch out for this and see how it plays out. If it plays out the way we expect it to, if we see a bounce off of this level right here, guys, that's really good. I think that's a really good point to, that's a really good entry point, right? So, all right, so that's it for Polkadot. Let's go to Netflix. So I wanted to show you guys a clear pattern forming, right? There's a left shoulder, right? And there's the head and the right shoulder, right? This is called a head and shoulder pattern within the candlestick industry or whatever that is, right? So if you see here, oh, I've also put a tips here. I've basically typed a tip for you guys on how to trade using the head and shoulder candlestick pattern, right? So we gotta wait till that price breaks below the neckline. And right here, I've already drawn the neckline, right? The neckline is where the head forms, right? So basically, neckline is the lowest point on this pattern, right? So right now the price is about 424, but once it breaks below the neckline, which is currently at $412, right? So I would put an alert for $410, and if it pans out and you get an alert, that means Netflix confirmed the head and shoulder pattern, and that means it's bearish, right? The bulls dried out, bears are taking over, and the price is going to drop down, right? Pretty significantly, I think. I personally think it's going to go all the way down to like $340, right? So that's where I have put my target at, is at 339, $340, and right now it's trading at 424. So look at that, guys. That's a lot. That's almost $100 right there, right? So if I think this will be a great entry point for a short position. Keep in mind it's a short position, which means you're expecting the price to go down, right? A long position is when you expect the price to go up in value and you enter and make that profit, right? So this one right here is a short position, right? You expect the price to go down, and where I would put my stop loss. So every time you enter a market, you want to make sure you have a stop loss so you don't lose everything that you put into that trade, right? So let's, for example, say you put $100 into this trade, you definitely need to have a stop loss. So for example, if you enter the market at 410 and you have a stop loss at 450, you're not missing out on the whole thing. If you put $100, you would lose some of it, but not all, right? So you're safeguarding yourself. But the upside potential is huge here, right? Compared to the to how much you can lose, right? So I think this is a great trade. So watch out for this. See how it plays out, right, in the coming days. So cool. And if there's any, that's it all. That's all I had for today's video. Hopefully you guys found some value here. If you guys are potential investors or beginners looking to find value or find the actual stock or crypto that you think would add value or hopefully bring some upside potential to your already existing portfolio, hopefully you can find some value with my channel here. And if there's any specific cryptos or stocks that you guys would like me to, do my analysis and, like recommend some entry points or what I think it's gonna play out, if it's gonna be long, short, whatever that may be, like please let me know in the comment section so that way I can focus on those stocks and cryptos because at the end of the day I want to support you guys as well, right? While you support me from a channel growth standpoint. So cool. If you like my content, as always, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends or family who could benefit or get some value out of these content, right? So thanks everyone. Hopefully I can come up with more videos beneficial to you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye bye.